Hey gang, welcome to the 78 RPM channel. The Victor Talking Machine Company would like to wish your mom a happy Mother's Day. Hello, and welcome to the 78 RPM channel. Whether you're new to 78s or an advanced collector, this is your source for information, research, and music about 78 RPM records, cylinders, and radio transcriptions. Hey gang, welcome to the 78 RPM channel. Just to let you know, the bird is sitting right there off camera. He may speak up during the show. If he does, just play along. If you collect 78 RPM records for more than about 90 minutes, you're going to start to encounter albums. And when I say albums, I don't mean LP albums. I mean the binders that record companies used to package groups of 78s and sell them as sets. Those are called albums, and they're the reason we call albums albums. Now, most of those sets were made during the 40s or 50s, but there were some that were made earlier, including the one we're going to talk about today. This is the 1926 Victor Mother's Day album. Now, in December 1925, somebody in the marketing department came up with the idea that they should market a Mother's Day album. Maybe it would make a nice gift for mom. On March 10th of 1926, the Mercantile Committee suggested to the Management Committee the following. First of all, a custom Mother's Day record album should be released for 1926. It should consist of 3 records in a custom folder. The Finance Committee then chimed in and noted that each set sold would result in about a 9% profit. The Management Committee recommended that the discs be taken from the general catalog, eliminating the need for any custom pressings to be done, and eventually the plan was approved. This album was the result. The discs that were issued in this set were given consecutive catalog numbers by Victor, indicating that the idea for the Mother's Day set was approved before catalog numbers were assigned. The records are as follows: 19991. That's Little Mother of Mine by Louis James. 19992 was Silver Threads Among the Gold by the Victor Salon Orchestra, and 19993, Dreaming of Home and Mother by Henry Burr. Now, as I mentioned, each of these records would have been available through the general catalog. They didn't do any special pressings for these. They would have sold for 75 cents each. However, the set, including 3 discs and the album, sold for $2.75. Well, how well did they sell? Apparently not particularly well. First of all, they did not continue the program the next year, and you would have assumed that if they had sold a lot, they would have done it again the next year. They did not. Second of all, the Mercantile Committee made a note to the Management Committee in 1926, noting that they still had 2,000 Mother's Day folders they were unable to sell. It was decided that those folders would be sold empty at 10 cents each. Therefore, if you have one of these folders, it may have been sold for Mother's Day in 1926, or it may have been sold in late 1926 around Christmas at a vastly discounted price with no records in it. Now, that would mean that you could have purchased the album cover itself and then put whatever discs in it you wanted for, let's say, Christmas, because the cover says For Mother. It does not say For Mother's Day. This album set here, however, I know which one it is. Firstly, because it has original records in it, but secondly, because on the inside, it has a really nice inscription. It says, "To Mother on Mother's Day, with love, 1926, Ray." Nicely done, Ray. While they are uncommon, they are also unvaluable. They generally sell, if you can find one complete with all 3 records in decent shape, maybe $20. There is, however, one item that might be worth something if you happen to have it. The Merchandise Committee and the Mercantile Committees mentioned in their notes that a poster was going to be supplied to Victor dealers who were selling this album. If you happen to have one, post a picture of it, because I've never seen one. I don't know anyone who has one. Thanks for joining me on the 78 RPM channel, and happy Mother's Day. We'll see you next time.